Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about functions in Python. So I'm going to create a new file at first. First, I'm going to show you how you can actually define function. So to define any function in Python, you have to use def. So def for define, and then any function name. Let's say I want to do the addition, so I will say addition. All right, and here I have to give parenthesis, and here I have to just give colon. Okay. Let me remove the space and let's go to the next line, and here I'm going to print, I'll say f string. Okay, result is, here I'm going to print the result. So I need a variable, let's say val1 equal to, let's say 15, val2 is equal to, let's say 18. And now I want to show here result I will say result is equal to val1 plus val2. Here I want to print the result, so I will say result. The function is done. Now I have to access the function, so let's go to the new line, and here I just have to mention the function. Okay, and if I run it, now you can see result is 33. On the other hand, let's say I don't want to print here, so what can I do? I can actually remove it, and I want to print here, so I will say print addition. Now if I run it, none. Okay, I have to say here return value, return result. Now if I run it, now you can see 33. Okay, if you print outside, you have to return something, right? But let's see, if you want to print inside, you don't have to return, you don't have to return anything, and you don't have to print it. You just have to access the function name. And actually I'm going to give here one more example, and I will say div, let's say my function, and here I'm going to print it, so I will say I am from my function. All right, so now I want to define my function here, my function. So I am from my function, right? If you print inside the function, you don't need to print outside. Okay, you just have to mention the function. Okay, now let's take user value. So I will go here and I will say def result. Okay, the result, I want to actually make a function of result, and here actually I'm going to pass let's say val1 comma val2. Okay, 2 parameter, and inside it I'm going to receive val1 is equal to val1. Okay, and then val2 is equal to val2. Okay, and I want to show the result, so I will say output, or I can actually say here result, right? Result is equal to, and here I'm going to name it output. Okay, and result will be, let's say val1 plus val2, and val1 and val2. Now let's say I want to print the result here, print it. Okay, print, so I will say f string, I'll say the result is, here I'm going to say result, and I'll go outside, and let's say I want to mention the function, right? Output, and here we have to pass 2 parameter, and let's say 13 comma 56. Okay, if I execute it, now you can see the result is 69. Now let's say I don't want to use here I want output from the user. Okay, so what can I say? I will say, let's say val1 is equal to, I want to say output. Okay, so I want to set typecasting at first, and here I'm going to say input. So I want to take input from the user, so here I'm going to say prompt that give first value space and let me just copy it once again. Here you can see I have typecast it. Okay, otherwise it would be string. So if you don't typecast it, you cannot actually do addition or something else. Here I'm going to say val2 and float, give me your second value. Okay, second value, and here actually I'm going to pass the value. So I will say val, oops, actually want to mention the output, so I will say output, and here I'm going to say val1 comma val2. Okay, and I'll say here number 1 and number 2. Okay, and here I have to pass number 1 and number 2, so I will say number 1 comma number 2, and now I can actually access it, and here you can see the first value. So the first value, let's say 21, and the second value, let's say 24, let's say 34. Okay, so here you can see the result is 55. All right, so 4 plus 1 5 and 3 plus 2 5, so 55. Yes. All right, so that's it. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.